Kenn die noch gar nicht. Jetzt weiß ich, dass es ein Roboter ist, wusste ich nicht. Ich wusste nicht, dass sie ein Roboter ist. Ja, ich kenne sie noch gar nicht, ich habe sie nicht mal getroffen. Hello everybody, welcome to another Persona 3 stream. And hi Neutolomi, I hope everything's fine on your end. Yeah, watch a little bit of Dungeon Born, or whatever the name is, gameplay on Distortion 2 stream. And it looked better than Dark and Darker, but also kind of slow again. So it felt like also maybe a bit too slow for my taste, but that's hard to tell because I never played it. So yeah. Yeah, and also a new game with anti-cheat problems, or DRM problems, is Helldivers that came out today. So I'm holding off with that game until after Japan. I like the first Helldivers. The second one looks cool, I guess. But yeah, I don't really know what we're gonna do about it. So basically, off stream I grinded 80,000. Our group now is a little bit higher, I think, in level 13. And yeah, and I think we're done for now grinding, right? I could grind in an infinite amount more. I think we can go endless easily here. The reason I'm not going to do that is because I want to continue the story, and I feel it's going to be more efficient to grind later on anyway. We have more than enough money to do anything in the game at the moment. Will I play Dungeon Born? I mean, it's in early access, right? As far as I know, it's not out. And I mean, it looks cool, right? It looks cool from what I've seen, but I don't know if I'm gonna play it while it's still in early access. I'd rather wait for the full release to see how it goes. Just because, I don't know, Dark and Darker 2, I thought about playing it, and then there was all this controversy about the game having stolen assets and whatever, so I'm not sure if I'll actually get into it. I don't know, it's hard to tell, man. It looks like a game that could be fun, but it also looks like a game that's a bit more annoying if you're alone, because if it's like Dark and Darker, it's very group oriented as far as I could tell. And I don't know, it looks fine, right? But I don't think we're gonna play it anytime soon. Like maybe in the next month or so. Definitely not, because I still have Persona to finish. I have a ton of other games when the OLED screen hopefully comes out pretty soon. We also have to finish, or can start. Yeah, but I don't really know what games we're gonna play exactly. But I think Dungeon Born, I'm keeping my eye on, but I don't actually know if we're gonna play it right now. Unless it's out, but I think it's in early access, right? But do you like the game so far? And how much have you played? Okay, progress, let's go. After hours of grinding. And I'm standing again, so not optimal gaming position here, but because my screen's too low, right? If it was higher, it would be better. Flawless logic. We don't know why it's dangerous, so we're just gonna ignore that it's dangerous. Oh, and I also saw a little bit of Resident Evil remake, like the first one that came out for, I think, the PS2 or something, like 20 years ago. Gameplay from that, and it looks still really good. I think the art style for being a realistic game, I mean, sure, it's fixed perspective and whatever, but it still looks very, very good, I think, in many regards, which is kind of weird because it's so old and a lot of games from that time look like complete trash. So there seem to be also timeless, realistic games from back then. Yeah, so we can hang out with people here. I really was hoping for that to be a girl hangout, to be honest, but yeah, if you're coughing, that's Janine. Unfortunately, she has. She's not really ill, but she has a cough for whatever reason. Oh, and I forgot to talk about that too. Tomorrow we're going to. It's like kind of really stupid actually, but we're going to go to Berlin tomorrow on a Nier concert from the Nier games, also Nier Automata and stuff like that. Nier Replicant, I guess, will also be in it. And yeah, we're gonna stay until Sunday afternoon, and that. Yeah, so we'll be back in the afternoon. Yeah, and then on Wednesday we're gonna fly to Japan, so it's gonna be pretty packed. And why I don't like the concert as much before Japan is because we might get ill there. Oh, not, I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, I think it's not the smartest thing ever to do, so I really hope we're not gonna get ill. Because getting ill in Japan because of the flight is one thing, right? You can't avoid that, but the concert beforehand, that would be really dumb. I mean, I'm looking forward to the concert, right? But it's still a lot of people, and you know, people usually go when they're ill because they don't give a shit. So yeah, wow, what a deep topic to talk about. Yeah, we can't date them anymore. No, we should have gone for the archery. Yeah, you look very different. You have the same character model than everybody else, so I guess that's different for him. Yeah, and really the ray traced reflections here in the window are really, really cool. I mean, that they exist at all. So we can hang out with these guys here. They have certain social stuff going on. Magician, Fool, Chariot. I don't think we have any of those as persona. Would probably be smart to actually get one before going out with them, just to be more efficient about the time. Man, I really don't give a shit about them, to be honest, but it would mean increasing a social link, right? But since they don't have any passive bonuses, as far as I know, wait, so these are multiple people in there. This is one dude, this is one dude. Yeah, they might have a bonus. I don't actually know if they have. Can't look at anything here, so I don't know if it's really worth spending your time with them. Thinking about it. I mean, what is he? Wait, what's your name? Miyamoto. He has... Oh, that's super annoying. You have to look it up every single time. Track team. He's Chariot. Can we go to the room and... Yeah, I want to go for the town map here. And quickly go for the... wait, where was it? Here. Another room. And then we're gonna look if we can get a Chariot going. I hope school's not done now that we left. And you uninstalled it. You find it weird that the Process Explorer is being blocked. And Okay, and you have to do a weird EULA. Okay, yeah, that's always a bit fishy. Yeah, I don't actually know where the game's being developed, but it didn't seem like the most instantly trustworthy game developer I've ever met. From, I don't know, it's just an impression you get sometimes, right? Okay. Yeah, Chariot. Will we get Chariot 1? Yeah, there is a yeah, we have one. That's perfect. Oh, fuck my life. Can we fuse something? Oh, you should be able to, right? So we have a little bit more space. There's no reason to fuse. Wait, that's really dumb. Can I... I don't give a shit. So how can I get rid of them? Do I have to close this again? Kinda stupid. I mean, we could fuse them, but I don't want to fuse them, so... Yeah, that's kind of stupid. Now we have to go out, release them, go back in. That's... Yeah, that's unfortunate, because we're gonna do that quite a bit. Let's take duplicates and remove one. This one. No, I wanna... yeah, I wanna release you, I don't wanna use you. Yeah. Sure. And we need a chariot, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be up straight here, up front here. Boys are gonna be out as soon as there's a single girl to date, so enjoy it while it lasts. Fuse, registration, summon, chariot, and there he is. So, yeah, it doesn't make sense to waste our time not buying them. It's just a little bit of money we need here. And it's in Singapore. Okay, that's kind of a turn off, to be honest. And you don't like the PvP aspect? Yeah, right. It is an Escape from Tarkov, medieval-like, basically. And let's say Escape from Tarkov has a little cheater problem. And in such games, I think it's way more important than in FPS, like for example the finals or whatever. Where I'm still, by the way, it is going very well, right? I'm still highly ranked, and it's really fun to play still. And there are still cheaters too, but it doesn't really matter, right? Because it's like a short match and you don't have anything to lose. But these games where you basically are hardcore and you can lose everything you have on your run, blah blah blah, and stuff like that, like Tarkov. And a cheater there is way worse than actually a cheater in the other games. And I think more people actually are likely to cheat in that game, because it's so hard to tell also if somebody's cheating, because you die so fast that, yeah. Cheating, well, I mean, maybe less in darker, but yeah, I think it could be very prone to having cheaters too. Yeah, and then it's not, I think these games fall apart pretty quickly, and they might still be fun, but you know, I don't know, I wouldn't like to play a game where I can't tell if somebody's cheating and you die so quickly. It just feels frustrating, right? To lose everything to people who might be good or might just be blatantly cheating, or they're just camping and you're unlucky, and I don't know. I know that people like the thrill of it, but you know, for me it's like not that interesting. Okay, we're at the moment really bad at navigating here. I'm trying to do my best here. Okay, we have 2 social links and the Cs at the moment. The Cs we can't actually do anything about. Yeah, let's go with them. Nah. Wait, these are social links, so we don't have to play what we want to hear, but what they want to hear. So that was a mistake, Janina just said. I forgot about that feature, actually. Yeah, so we have to play the hard dude for this guy. Yeah, I forgot about that. Very special. He's gonna like the mystery. Okay, yeah. Well, but why are we so good at this? Okay, blah blah blah. The deeper relationships will grow. Okay, certain benefits. Wait, there are benefits. I didn't. Yeah, but I guess it's also like in Persona 5 that you have additional benefits beyond the Persona level. So that's what I mean. Keeping a relation with your current social may lead to a discovery of new ones. Really? Wait, yeah, that's what I'm gunning for. I want to increase his social link to actually find her, right? That's interesting. So you should also do the boys to get the girls, right? Nah, we should do this. Be hard. Okay, maybe not. Not this time. Yeah, see? The team manager. I'm pretty sure she's the social link we're gonna unlock. Of course, you're gonna say hi and she's gonna say no thank you again. I'm gonna ask every day until she says yes. Yeah, wow, that was quick. So wait, the way I'm seeing things here is that social links here are basically groups related to have certain links, so there are multiple people within them, maybe? I mean in one group at least, so maybe she will join the track team. Oh, and you started with Dying Light 2, and you also have glitch that you can't sprint. Are you playing with a mouse and keyboard? That's really unfortunate because actually even back on release, right, there were a lot of bugs and stuff, but I mean, mostly the sharpness issue with DLSS was really annoying. And wait, didn't we get a game-breaking bug that we couldn't finish the game at some point? But yeah, it was a bit buggy, but nothing like that, unfortunately. I mean, there might have been actually, I can't remember. But I really like the game, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna play it again when the OLED is here and the DLC, right? When there's the first major DLC. It's going to be really fun to play, because the black levels will be really nice for that game. Yeah, then with mouse and keyboard, and you don't have auto hotkey or anything running. Or do you have a driver you can maybe disable to try it or something? Or maybe try a different key binding to see if maybe if there is an issue with that. Okay, the glitch is there since a long time, but probably there is a reason for it, because I didn't have it and others also don't. Some also obviously don't have it. So maybe just trying out some different things might help. Yeah, I mean, if you're not alone, that's great, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to find a common issue, and the problem is that's really hard sometimes. Wait, she's running around the track team. Ich dachte, ich krieg den Flug. Ja, ist das nicht Hähnchen? Also. Achso, ja klar, wenn. Gut, also was gebe ich nur euch halt. Ihr wird schon nicht verhungern. Oh wait, the game sprints automatically. Wait. But isn't that normal how the game is designed? I'm just trying to think about it. Wait, the game had really weird sprinting movement too. Something was really off back then. Trying to think about it. Yeah, I think you could basically auto sprint when moving forward in the game. And then you used shift to boost or something. I actually can't remember if we left it on or not. Yeah, something was really weird about how the sprinting worked in the game. Yeah, but I think that's a design decision, the automatic sprinting. And both doesn't work. Okay, that's super weird. Can't remember if we did anything with that too long ago. And it doesn't work even if you're on automatic. Yeah, that's super weird. And that's like the weirdest thing ever. Maybe your keyboard has multiple click issues. Did you try all the keys you use for movement? Did you try if they perchance are clicking multiple times? Because keyboards also have double click issues and that might maybe fuck up the game a little bit. If you have too many small inputs and you can't really start sprinting or so. Because I just got a new keyboard because of that, because my spacebar was clicking like 100 times every time I was pressing it down, so... Yeah, that's something you could test if the keys are actually just triggering once, or if they are triggering constantly. But that would be really weird if it's that, but that would be something that could be possible. Are we enjoying track and field? Yeah, it's very fun. Just wondering, didn't we say we are gonna walk home together? Why are we having a date? Yeah, this is weep efficiency. So is she gonna get added, or how is this gonna work? Wait, this is a completely new Arcana? I mean, what I would do, I would just rebind everything to, you know, another keys, right, which aren't the same. And if it still has the same issue, then I would say, fuck it, it must be something with the keys or with, you know, certain combinations of them. And if that doesn't help, then I would probably just try further solutions or something like that. But definitely I would rebind all the keys away for sprinting, movement, and everything, so you don't have the same keys, just to see if everything's fine there. It took so long for me to actually figure out that I had double clicking issues on my keyboard. It was insane. I didn't even know that was possible, right? I mean, I knew it was theoretically possible, but I never had the issue. And so I was like, yeah, the game's bugged, I can't really use the zipline consistently, whatever. Until I figured out it was the fucking keyboard. It took ages, man. What's your keyboard brand? Okay, so this is strength. This is a different arcana. That's the smallest cup of tea I've ever seen. Not true. Okay, we got a new social link. Nice. Actually, we're gonna go into the thing again. Tartarus or whatever it's called. We've been grinding for hours and they're like, oh, it could be dangerous. Yeah, we should go because we have all the gear. There's gonna be no progress, I think, if we don't go there. We have mail? I don't know how the fuck we access the messages. Game Parade newsletter. But we already played the crane game. No. I'm not gonna... I mean, maybe we should actually... But I think time will pass if we get the crane, play the crane game or won't it. I'm just gonna save quickly and find out if that's how it works or not. Wait. Come play a popular crane game and try to win a prize. It's not a promotion, right? So fuck that, no. Corsair? Yeah. Like I said, the first thing I would try is just to rebind everything and figure out if it works. And if it doesn't work, then you're like 100% confident it's not a hardware... I mean, it's not a broken hardware issue or anything like that. I mean, if a lot of people have the issue, it's probably unlikely it's that, to be honest. So, but still, it wouldn't take long to try, right? Just the first step. Yeah, and then I don't know, man. It's just like maybe disabling all the driver stuff, like just removing the driver, like disabling the driver, the Corsair if it has, you know, some specific software with it. Just so it's like baseline. Yeah, it's really annoying to find out to fix these bugs. And I also wouldn't want to play the game with gamepad. I mean, it's not bad with gamepad, it's melee, but the mouse and keyboard is pretty nice. We're making insane progress here. Yeah, let's go for Tartarus right away. And I'm not gonna grind this time. We're just gonna do the content, right? Like the gatekeeper stuff. The reason we didn't do it the last time was basically because of SP, I guess. But this time around, we should be good to go. Wait, do we have all the personas we need? We have Electro. Yeah, we have everything we need. We don't have fire on him. Oh, we do. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, I'm expecting this to be relatively easy, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we are. I mean, even if you have another keyboard, that would be great actually. If you have a second keyboard you can try out, that's probably even better than remapping. Because then you could also rule out driver stuff and stuff like that. Okay, guarding. Okay, we need to guard now. I don't think they're gonna strike my weakness, but... Okay, you can guard against an enemy attack by pressing B. Guarding will reduce damage by half. Guarding can also keep you from getting knocked down, or even if an enemy targets your weakness, it will not be inflicted with a status ailment while guarding either. If an enemy is lining up for a powerful attack, or if you think your weakness will be targeted, by guarding to play it safe. So the first thing we are gonna do is find out... Wait, is the Electro weak, really? That's fucking unlucky for him. That's unlucky for him. Because you can get access to Electro pretty early in the game. Guess that's why. I mean, I hope we're not gonna heal him with wind. He is resistant to wind, which is okay, because she's supposed to heal, I guess. Yeah, that's nice. He does a lot of damage, actually, considering we farmed the living shit out of out of the game. How do we know that he's gonna... I mean, maybe the guy should block the entire time not to get knocked down, but... She should be able to heal everyone, right? Yeah. Yeah, fire was okay, but we can also go for a vacuum. All foes are stupid, I should learn to read. And he's resilient against that, okay. So wait, he's just abusing the weakness of him, really? So he should be guarding the entire time? That's kind of weird. Persona 5 never did that. Interesting. It would be really annoying if you would have to guard the entire fight. And I also don't know if we're gonna get 4 party members. I think so, right? 3 is kinda weird. But you got an AoE here. That's great. Can we rearrange these abilities? I think we can. Yeah, just want to say he doesn't have a chance. Oh, he wants to be the leader. We have a lot of life stones too. And we want to change the loadout. God, this is gonna be so annoying to do, actually. Yeah. Okay, I think that's fine, right? Yeah. And he doesn't have... Wait, he has an AoE, so we're gonna put that AoE here. To be honest, I think fire is going to be more important, so we're just doing it like this. Okay, we got something to revive, yes. Okay, you can see how many you need, I think, by the amount of holes there. Hot head bird. Can we please actually... The thing is, it's nice they ask, but I don't know if it's better, right? So... Okay, it's just better, so... Sure. But it's resist freeze. Who's weak to freeze? Is somebody weak to freeze in the team? It's really annoying to actually navigate here. You are weak to... Nobody's weak to freeze, so it doesn't really matter. So the main character can get it. Nice. Yeah, why does she always want it, right? 3! Oh my god, we're almost running out of them. Long Wakizashi. Bro, I want to know if it's better. They say it looks pretty good, but here I can actually tell if it's good. Okay, it's better. How would I know, right? And it looks different too. Looks very traditional. Yeah, rushing can be greatly useful if you're trying to move. Tactical involved strategy. Yeah, I think rushing partially might not be stupid because hitting the weaknesses consumes a lot of SP. But I actually don't know how strong they are. They're so weak they're running away. Okay. I mean, sure. Wait, are we at floor 1? Did I miss something? Wait, what? Oh, we didn't sell the stuff. Well, that doesn't matter either, so. I don't think we were here before. Wait, Frost Heals is only for female characters, right? We're getting multiples of them, so yeah, she already has it. What I'm thinking is maybe we should go and start on floor 1 every single time because of all the loot we can get additionally, but we won't open any chests, right? Wait, why are they so weak? What? Wait, I'm just gonna check the floor again. Mazio Gem. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Let's take more of them. More of it. But what is it? It is... Ah, it's bullshit. No. This is floor 18. Really? Doesn't feel like floor 18, to be honest. Wait, was that a floor that was made so you can learn the rush command? I think so. Yeah, we should definitely start on floor 1 to get the entirety of the treasure. We can only respawn it once a day. They're also so weak? What? Just waiting. Wait, they're all weak? Why? I mean, I guess we're just gonna auto farm then. Yeah, that's when you grind, you know. It just basically makes the game a bit easier. Running away. Oh, the Kabuto. No, the Kabuto is actually something we don't auto. Can you please actually? Yeah, we don't auto him because he will deal so much damage. It's more efficient just to stun him once. Yeah, now we're gonna auto him. Power Band, I think increases strength, which might actually be really good for a main character, but he already has it, I think. Yeah, I think that's actually good. We should also put one on Junpei, to be honest. Oh, he already has one. Perfect. Is our persona still... Wait, is he gonna do it every single time? That's kind of stupid. Okay, yeah, this is basically just brain AFK farming because the enemies are so weak, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. Wow, 500. Wait, it's not leveled yet, right? So... Yeah, when the next checkpoint comes, we should probably restart from 4-1. So basically that's going to be a farming routine, just doing the dungeon every single time from the start. I think that's going to be more fun than actually running it infinitely like we did. Oh my god, really? Yeah, we should be able to auto this one too. I mean, it's a bit luck based because he has a very high dodge. I think for going for them specifically, you can tell that they are on the map once it's explored by opening it. You can tell they're there, so you can go and target them. You know, well, only them, right? You don't need to do normal enemies. So maybe we could do that to farm more efficiently later on. Great. Heal that bitch. Wait, we didn't do an engage here. Yeah, losing HP is not that bad because we can just heal up in any moment. So yeah, we're just conserving SP basically because that's what we need for the boss fights. Oh, a soul drop. Nice. Oh wait, it's Kabuto. Should we? I'm still not sure if we should do it with him, to be honest. I think we're gonna do it with her. Wait, he's down, but it doesn't count as a... Really? Well, then just rush him, I guess. He does a lot of damage, so... if he hits. We're getting a lot of duplicates here, which makes sense because we grinded so much. But that also shows that the drops are random, so... Which makes sense because the levels are randomized, right? So... Gesundheit, was ist denn los gerade? Hey, I mean, sure, right? That's like a no-brainer. Yeah, we got a major Arcana Burst. We can use it to heal the entire party. Or we can get a lot of money. I think healing the entire party is actually more valuable because it will enable us to get more money. Yeah, so that's something you can count on basically once. Like 100%, and then you can actually... Well, I mean, not 100%, but... Special floors. Can we go both ways with this one? I think so, right? Think we can go... Oh, she doesn't want us to go back? Well, that's annoying. Wait, what if we have to save, actually? Okay, so this is basically probably the end of the dungeon, but there was no major boss, so... old document. It is a... Power supply expansion has been completed. What's unusual is the excess wattage. Why would an island with only a school on it need so much power? I mean... This looks very techy. You were shitting me. As you ascend Tartarus, you will reach border flaws that prevent you from progressing any further. As there is no way to dispel these barriers, you'll have to wait for the right time. Okay, so this is basically a progress blocker here. So we're as far as we can get. We're gonna do one more. We're going to do one more run from the start, and yeah, so basically now we don't have to go in here anymore, right? We're done with everything we can do here. So now we can focus on the social aspects. And because I'm gonna go bouldering pretty soon, I don't know how far we're gonna get, but it's basically just gonna be us running the dungeon again. And that's definitely the most efficient way to do it, because we're gonna get the treasure chest in addition to the other drops. Yeah, we're also gonna kill the shadows, obviously. Since we're using auto against them, it's not gonna take very long. I mean, I like that it's randomized, actually, right? He's scared. He's so scared. Erinnerst du dich dran, wie sie vorhin weggelaufen sind, die Shadows, wenn es zu stark war? Yeah, I still worry that there will be a time limit at some point, because there is none at the moment, and then we can't farm infinitely. So I really hope the game doesn't pull one over on us and it's like, hey, by the way, from now on you have to go home. I mean, I could ask Janine, but that would probably be a spoiler. Das ist ein Spoiler, wenn ich das frage. Weil es gibt in diesem Spiel bisher nicht die Mechanik, dass die Leute müde werden. Frage. Ich bin einfach endlos drin an einem Tag. Achso, ist es die Mechanik innerhalb vom Dungeon oder ist es die Mechanik innerhalb vom... Ja, das ist noch nie passiert. Und vor allem, es gibt vielleicht die Mechanik, dass es Tage gibt, wo sie nicht wollen oder sowas. Vielleicht. Also das habe ich noch nicht erlebt, aber das könnte ich mir vorstellen. Die andere Mechanik? Ja, bisher noch keine. Bin stundenlang drin geblieben, also. Yeah, so just talked about her when it comes to the mechanic where you have to leave if you're in too long. And it doesn't seem to be in the game so far, which would honestly be not bad, because, I mean, in a way it would make the game way harder if it was in the game. So maybe it would be cool, because it's going to be really easy again. But I mean, I'm also an expert, right? So I'm not an expert at Persona, but I'm really good at like turn-based games, I guess, because they're really easy usually. And yeah, I mean, from my perspective, right, it's easy. So I don't know how it's for other people. So yeah, I would welcome a higher challenge, right? But then again, that's right. That's just me. Same goes for, right, like Elden Ring, whatever. I would have liked the game to be way harder too. I mean, at least, you know, optionally. Give me options, right? I know a lot of people are like Dark Souls, you know, difficulty options, blah blah blah. But I want a hard mode. It sounds stupid, right? I don't want an easy mode, and I wouldn't mind an easy mode either for the people who don't want to get good, right? Or maybe people who actually can't get good for whatever reason. And I would like a more difficult mode from the get-go, right? It's just to make the experience more fun and challenging. Yeah, so if there are ever difficulty modes in Souls games, I would actually welcome them. And a lot of Souls games do have difficulty settings, right? That aren't Souls directly. For example, I mean, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, whatever, is not a Souls game, but the combat system is pretty similar, and it was really fun to set it up to your own liking, right? So I don't mind difficulty settings at all, because I'm always going to choose the one that's most fun to me. No matter if it's the lowest or the highest, right? Yeah, I don't give a shit. You know, the only thing I really care about is in PvP games, right? In PvP games, everybody has the same, usually the same. I mean, controller, obviously cheating, whatever. But usually everybody has kind of the same stuff going on, and then, you know, it's really competitive and stuff. Then single player games, you know, I don't give a shit about these things, right? I mean, in general, yeah, they're very challenging single player games too, obviously. But I think if it's not a direct competition with other people, I don't care too much about difficulty. And if there wasn't matchmaking in online games, every single online game would be the same, right? So single player games are kind of easy, and if the average person was in my game, every single time would also be easy if it's a competitive game, right? Because even when playing at the top, it's usually kind of still okay and not super hard or anything. So yeah, that's basically a very weird perspective on it. Yeah, the most people don't have that issue, right? So either you're more in the middle, or yeah, you don't really have to worry too much about these things. Yeah, so skill-based matchmaking basically is there to protect lobbies from people just, you know, shitting all over other players, which is, you know, it's fair, right? A lot of people that are slightly above average would like that, so they can farm the very bad players. But if you're really good, right, it doesn't matter if there's skill-based matchmaking or not, because you're going to be as good as the best anyway, so it's going to be fun, right? But I get it. People who are slightly above average would like, well, who are average, would probably like to shit on people who are bad in bad lobbies, right? So skill-based matchmaking might actually be good for them if it was removed, but it's there to protect the average gamer. And I really like skill-based matchmaking because I actually don't like shitting on bad people. I like shitting on good people. Yeah, that's why I really like SBMM, because at some point they won't find good enough enemies anyway, so you're gonna get shit enemies anyway. So you're shitting on the best people you can find, they can find. And that's a way better feeling than shitting on people who are super casual or maybe don't even care or whatever, right? That's just bullshit. So I really like skill-based matchmaking, but from my perspective, obviously. Oh no, no, I don't want you. Yeah, what I don't like is engagement-based matchmaking. I mean, that one doesn't work either, because even if he tries to give me the hardest one, so I lose, quote-unquote, the only thing he can do is give me really bad teammates. And that's why I don't like engagement-based matchmaking, because it gives you trash, so you lose, because he can't actually give you better enemies. And that's like the worst scenario, right? And if you look at Apex Legends, for example, like playing Arena and stuff like that, there is so annoying, because all he does is balance the MMR in the team by giving you the biggest noobs you can find, which is fine, right? There's nothing against the noobs, right? But it just feels bad to play a game which is then basically a 1 versus 3 every single round. Yeah, it's just dumb, right? It's not the same game anymore, and I really dislike that system. I'd rather wait a little bit longer than get teammates which are completely out of my skill, yeah. Out of my elo. Yeah, I really wish there were more fun. Right, for example, when you play Battlefield, playing Battlefield is like, it's one of the few games where I feel there is no skill-based matchmaking. And since even in BRs at the moment there's skill-based matchmaking, where I find it really weird, right? The idea is basically you're supposed to be one of the best players in the lobby and win. But the thing is, everybody's about equally skilled, plus minus whatever, so it's not really the same anymore. In BR games, I kind of would like a mode without SBMM too. I mean, basically maybe the unranked mode or whatever. But yeah, in Battlefield, for example, I think it's one of the last games where you actually could play against people without there being SBMM, as far as I know. And that was always fun, right? I mean, I just said I don't like shitting all over people, but in Battlefield it doesn't feel as bad, right? It's not like it's a 5 versus 5 or 1-on-1 game or whatever. It's basically, you know, it's basically just chaos, right? And a bad player, he'll meet you, what, maybe once or twice in the game. Die instantly, say maybe cheater, fuck off, whatever, and then, you know, move on. So since there are a lot of players and they won't meet you constantly, I think it's fine. But as soon as it gets to smaller player numbers, I mean, for example, if you play a fighting 1-on-1 game, right, it's like fighting game without SBMM would be terrible. It would basically just be a one-sided stomp that's boring for the stomping person and it's boring for the person you're stomped on. Yeah, but in the chaos of Battlefield, I think it's fine to have no SBMM. It's one of the few scenarios, right? And the same honestly would go for, I don't know, BR. I get why it's not in a BR, because you don't instantly respawn and it feels really bad just to get shit on. Yeah, I know, I get it. So the only games where I would accept it is just like casual games like Battlefield or the, I mean, if there will ever be a new one, the last one was so shit that, I mean, yeah, so unfortunate, man. Battlefield 1 was so fun, and then Battlefield 5 was kinda, I don't know, and then they actually made the futuristic Battlefield and tried to put, it was just so fucking, why, man? And then all the talented people left and made the finals, I feel. Which is great, right? The finals really fun, but I think the final has a lot of issues with being overly, I don't even know. A lot of people are gonna blame teammates for stuff they might be doing wrong, because it's really, I think, hard to know what's right or wrong in the game, right? Because there are so many decisions you're gonna make. And a lot of people are just gonna be terrible at the game itself, right? Not at shooting or fighting, but maybe at just like how to play the objectives. So I think a lot of people are not gonna enjoy the game as much as a person that actually knows how to play the game, which is not often the case, right? There are, like for example, if you play Overwatch, you're gonna have fun no matter if you're good or bad, because it's just gonna be chaos, you're gonna do stuff and whatever. But if you're bad at the finals and you have teammates which are random, it's just gonna feel so bullshit at times. And it's also bullshit, right? There are scenarios where you literally can't win. You're just gonna get third-partied with the timing, which is insane, right? You just finish fighting 2 teams, get the cash out, and the third team spawns on you. You can't do anything, right? It's like literally impossible not to get lose the cash out then. And it's just if you accept that, right, that the game is inherently random because it's 4 teams fighting against each other and not just 2. I still feel it's a very good game. I think the finals is one of the most fun FPS I've played in my life. Even though it has a lot of bullshit in it, like C4 and, you know, wall hacks, stuff like that, which I obviously don't use because I hate it, because I think it's OP and annoying. But it's still really fun to play. I think the finals definitely one of the best new shooters I can actually remember, right? What was the last big shooter where I was like, oh my god, that's so good? Probably Apex Legends, right? I think Apex Legends is the last one, and this is a BR too. So the last non-BR shooter that I thought was really good. Maybe Splitgate. Splitgate was kind of nice, but not as good as the finals. I think Splitgate kind of not that bad. And I think the finals has one issue maybe. It looks a little bit too much like the Ubisoft game Hyperscape or whatever it was called, which was complete garbage. But actually, oh yeah, and I actually have to go soon. Yeah, Michi can even like 5 minutes maybe. Wants to. Yeah, so the thing is, Hyperscape looks really a lot for level design wise like the finals when you look at it at first, but it's a completely different game and complete garbage compared to it, and died rightfully so. And it wasn't even garbage, right? Hyperscape was a very skillful game actually, but it was actually too complex and not too complex, but too skillful for a lot of people. Yeah, it's really weird. You make a game which is really fun and, you know, has a lot of cool stuff going for it, and people are just going to be stupid. Like when Call of Duty started doing all the wall running and stuff like that, and jetpacks and stuff, and people were just like, yeah, boots on the ground, you know, I'm a simple person, want to shoot my gun and not think about a thousand movement things. And then Apex Legends basically, you know, took the middle ground, and I think that's really cool. Like also the finals has put middle ground between, you know, not being too weird. Yeah, I think the mantling mechanic basically is what makes a lot of shooters more interesting. I think that's, you know, when I think about what changed in movement in FPS, obviously there's sliding and a bit of momentum-based stuff, but I think mostly the biggest improvement ever in the history of you know, movement in FPS. I mean, if you would call it an improvement or not, I mean, you could debate it, obviously, that you don't like it, but it's probably mantling, right? That you can climb up stuff. That's like the biggest, I think, leap in possibilities you can get. And almost every game these days actually uses it because it's such a good way to traverse upwards without having to do crazy high double jumps or stuff like that. Like old games just went for the high jumps, right? Yeah, I think mantling and like slight wall running, stuff like that is really cool in games, and really nice to see that actually a lot of games, like also Remnant 2, whatever, you can also like vault over stuff dynamically and stuff like that. It's just, or jump even, right? It's such a cool feature, and I think that really is nice to have in games. Yeah, and I really hope the finals doesn't die because it's really fun, but you know, I hope it made enough money so they can do something cool with it, right? It'd be really, really sad if because the devs, right, they're trying. I mean, they're making bad calls on C4, they're making bad calls on wallhack, right? They're too slow, not strong enough nerfs or removals even in some cases. In my opinion, they could just remove the wallhack the way it is now and the C4 on barrels, and it would be completely fine, and most people would agree. But, you know, in a way, it might also just be a high elo problem. Why is the map inverted, by the way, when scrolling? That's so annoying. I don't think there is an option for that. I'm just gonna look for it quickly. Invert horizontal minimap controls. Ooh, oh, wait. Yes, please. Yes, wait, there's actually... No, I want to apply them. Did I apply them? No. Bro. Okay, it has a delay after it. Wait, is it inverted now? Oh, thank fucking god. I would never get why people invert that. That's such a... Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? And I mean, as time has shown, we stand on the right side of history, right? Because it's the main way games handle things. But I'm pretty sure having the option in there, right, is more of a legacy thing for a lot of people. Because, you know, the debate, there's no right or wrong, right? Up can be down and down can be up, who cares, right? But in general, the default is definitely the way I like it. That's great. And reloading. I mean, reloading, I think is very important in games. I think reloading adds so much more balancing potential to weapons, and also gives you a lot of, you know, moments in fights where you can actually do stuff you couldn't. It's like the enemy doesn't have a gun for a moment, right? And that gives opportunities for melee finishers or other stuff. But then again, a lot of games don't have. Some games still don't have reloading. And, you know, for example, in roguelites, like I argued, that, for example, the reload mechanic is super cool to add new abilities, for example, that you don't have to reload anymore and stuff like that. So I think reloading is a good game mechanic, but obviously doesn't fit in all games, right? If you play Quake Champions or Quake Live or whatever, the main skill there is basically the limited ammo and swapping between weapons, and reloading would totally ruin the game. So I think reloading also came into games a bit more, first of all, because it's obviously realistic, right? So it wasn't that hard to think of, so obviously it's in games, right? But I think it also was added to a lot of games to because we moved away from having a lot of weapons and having a few weapons with a lot of ammo, and you just needed to, you know, maybe also have a bit more downtime so the player can even be pressured, right? Just imagine you have two guns. You have an assault rifle, a shotgun with a lot of ammo, and they don't need to reload. You're never gonna get pressured by enemies if you don't have to reload. So it can also build, you know, tension and stuff like that. So I think it's not really stupid in a way to actually have it. I mean, you couldn't dislike it obviously, but it does add a lot of value to certain games. Yeah. Yeah. And like you said, it's a blessing or a curse depending on how it's used. Really, the whole party? That sounds good. Yeah, so I think it is definitely something you can like or dislike. In certain games, definitely I favor the one over the other. But then again, we also got all these nice permutations like energy ammo and stuff like that, overheating. The only thing I really hate is active reload, and we all know why it exists. Active reloading is a real skill, right? It's really difficult in real life. It's one of the most difficult things when shooting a gun, is actually assembling the gun and reloading the gun. So it's very, very skillful. But active reload only exists in games for one single reason. And that's because Gears of War was there, and there were two ways the future could have gone, right? And at some point it looked very, very likely that the future were going to be cover-based games, because shooting on a controller, spoiler, you're shit at it, right? You're bad. It's terrible. And then moving enemies are terrible to hit and everything, so everything went static. You got cover, you got enemies in cover, nobody was moving. It was basically like a trench war, which is not that unrealistic maybe sometimes, but it's very, very slow and static. And then to make the downtime, you know, a bit more meaningful of reloading, they added active reload to, you know, increase the engagement and blah blah blah, and add a little bit of skill. But it's such a dumb mechanic in my opinion. It's terrible. It's not fun to use. It distracts from important stuff. It's just not a good mechanic in my opinion. It's a mini game in a game for that's permanently there. It's the same. Me, if I would have to time every single attack in Persona, it would be kind of annoying, to be honest. And hey, Apricorn. And yeah, and the other future was cheating, right? The game was gonna cheat for you. You're gonna get aim assist. You're gonna get a legal aimbot. And oh yeah. I have to save, by the way. On what floor are we at the moment? We are floor 10, right? Floor 11 is gonna be where we need to go. I'm not gonna open that because I definitely think it's gonna be a waste, or maybe it's not a waste. I actually don't know. I'm just gonna open it. No, we shouldn't. No. We should go for the higher level ones. And Apricon, I'm really sorry you actually got here to the end of the stream. I'm gonna go bouldering right now. I'm gonna go to the toilet and then leave. And I'm probably gonna stream again tomorrow because it's one of the last days before Berlin and then Japan. So basically Friday to Sunday, it's gonna be Berlin and bouldering again on Sunday. And then I still have Monday, Tuesday. And Wednesday the day until the evening when we fly to Japan. So I'm gonna try to get a few streams in, but basically it is, yeah, it's unfortunately the end of the stream right now. wait, can I leave? Oh, I fucked it up, right? But you know what I'm gonna do? I kind of hate doing that though. Can we actually leave? Oh, that's really annoying. Now we're in a bad situation. We can't actually save the game here. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to leave the game running while I go bouldering. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, but the way basically it went is, fortunately for us, unfortunately for multiplayer games maybe, but fortunately for everybody who likes fun in games on console, aim assist was the way forward and not cover-based games. Cover-based games are very rare these days, and if they have very dynamic cover, which is fine, right? Or third-person games especially. My favorite type of cover actually is third-person dynamic cover, or manually crouching in the game. But I still think, there was this path, and that's why there was active reloading, and then there came Halo, and it added aim assist and everything, and basically changed the way you play, most FPS, like Apex Legends these days, or whatever, giving you Fortnite. All these games use aim assist and don't use cover-based boring systems. But as always, leaning, but there are still a lot of leaning games like Tarkov, Rainbow Six Siege. There's still a lot of leaning, but it's not in the default scheme for a lot of games because it makes controlling the character way more complex. Also like the, seamless crouching you can do with the scrolling wheel, I think in Tarkov and stuff like that is also really cool. But that's, because it's too complex for the input. You want to minimize the input complexity. But I really, really have to go. And I'm gonna see you guys, I think, tomorrow, I guess, yeah. I don't know how long, but I'm really, really gonna try to make it work tomorrow. So bye, have a nice evening. Thanks for dropping by. Sorry that it's been a bit short today.